Providence Television International, the game changer, taking you to the outer limits of television.
Welcome to the newspaper analysis on Providence Television International. I am Ubebo Ikekwa. To analyze the papers with me in the studio is the CEO Providence Television International, Dr. Emmanuel Egariba. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. As we often say, thank God it's weekend. I think people are gearing up for it, really. Surprisingly, even after the October 1st holiday, Nigerians are never tired of having 3 days. Or some of them will wish that the October 1st was close to weekend, so that the whole of the weekend could just be free. However, we thank God that it's weekend, and we're looking forward to a very wonderful period.
Exactly. A very wonderful period indeed. If you notice, I actually started the program with smiles, because talking about the Independence Day celebration, we had quite a wonderful message from one of our viewers, and we'll be seeing that now. Congratulations, Providence Television, for the package on Nigeria at 65. I had tears in my eyes watching it from start to end as it chronicled the historical landmarks of the nation. Proud to be a friend of Providence Television International, the game changer. Well done, now broadcaster Dr. Egariba. Long live PTI, long live Nigeria. This is coming from Dr. Hamilton Amakri in London.
Well, it makes me feel very good, because I only represent so many people in Europe and in diaspora generally. But I think Dr. Amakri has been a very wonderful viewer of the station, and I'm very happy about that. One of these days, I hope to meet him one-on-one. You could see the words that he expressed, words of appreciation, very profound indeed, that it was almost close to tears. So, by the way, that program, a lot of people have watched it. We called it
the lows and highs.
Yes, the highs and lows.
Lows, yes, exactly.
Nigeria 65 from 1960 to 2025. A program that is about, I think, 28 minutes or thereabout. But it took us 2 days. Yes, it actually took me about 2 days to be able to work on it. It was a very wonderful research that one did. But it came out well. I was very proud of it. In fact, to be honest, I've watched the program twice.
Exactly.
Yes, coming from me, even as the producer, I've watched the program twice.
You never get tired of watching that program.
You never get tired of watching it, because the pictures were just there. You know, all the things that we needed to know about this country, the evolution of the history of this country. And I think that one thing that came out very, very prominently is the fact that, have we ever had peace in this country? Yes, when you talk about long-drawn peace, going to about 10 years.
10 years, very true.
No, we've never had it. One problem or the other. You know, all kinds of assassinations and all of that, starting from 1966, when we had the first coup. Then that same year we had the second coup, then the Civil War, and all sorts of uprising, the Maitasine riot, the NSAS riot, the Babangida must go riot. So if you watch carefully, Nigeria, we've been having all kinds of trouble. And I think that it depends a lot on our leadership, really, to create room for peace. Peace in all its ramifications, peace in national life, peace in international relations, peace in domestic affairs, peace in our economy. Yes, I felt, I was close to tears at a point when I was putting the program together, because you see, and it's true, people of my generation will recognize that this country had a great deal of potentials. But it's like we wasted those potentials. We wasted them, honestly. And we are still reeling in all of that today. It's very unfortunate.
And you've always wanted to adduce the reasons to leadership issues.
Oh, yes, that's right. Because, you see, it takes only one person to drive home the fortunes of people. And there are many people in history who have done that, starting from Gandhi, Lincoln, Churchill in England, our own Mandela. All right, just one person, just as you have in the Holy Writ.
Yeah.
Yes, Moses, for instance, took the people of Israel out of bondage. Just one person can change the fortunes. In Tanzania, we had Julius Nyerere, okay? And they are bound in history. So we must look for leadership that can drive the system to a point where we can say, yes, we are in our own El Dorado.
Exactly. And then this brings us to the newspaper analysis. We'll be starting with the Guardian newspaper, where we have Nigeria at 65. 2 days after independence, bitter divisions persist over nation's future.
That's exactly what I've just been saying. Yes, just after independence in 1960, there were cleavages of hate, of bitterness. Incidentally, and it's good to talk about this, in spite of all of this, the whole world still looked up to Nigeria, including the United States. In 1961, for example, President J.F. Kennedy was president of the United States then, invited Tafawa Balewa to Washington. Yeah. In fact, it was President Lyndon Johnson who received Tafawa Balewa at the airport, and he led him to the White House to come and meet President JFK. That's Tafawa Balewa then,
exactly,
the Prime Minister. But what are those cleavages? One, ethnicity, and two, religion. Right from the beginning. That's why a lot of people say that Nigeria was founded on the wrong premise.
Okay.
For example, bringing all these nation states together, the north, the east, the west, and all of that. And if you look at the map of Nigeria now, there are still suspicions. The north takes the big chunk.
Okay.
Yes, the east is also just somewhere there, and the west is somewhere there. This will shock you. The northeast, as a state, northeast, is bigger than the whole of the eastern region. Yes, it's bigger. Yes, I've done my research. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes, out there in Maiduguri, that part of the country is bigger than the whole of the southeast, which has how many states? 5 states or thereabouts. So you can see that there are proclivities that we need to tide over. And I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility. If we remove the elements of religion, and if we remove the elements of ethnicity, Nigeria will be a great country. Because right now, these issues are still there with us. 65 years after. If somebody wants to be a president, the question to ask is, where is he coming from? What's his religion? Yes, those questions are still there. And that's why I think our brothers in the East, they feel shortchanged.
Okay.
All right? So, but we must remove all those cleavages to be able to move forward. They are not helping us. Excuse me. They are not helping us at all.
Okay.
In spite of our differences. So, but some historians are saying that, look, if we must forge ahead, we must bring all these elements together, break down those barriers.
Okay.
That's why people were happy when Jonathan became the president. They were coming from the minority. But after that, what happened? Okay. So it's a big issue here.
And so it brings me to my next questions. But my next question: so many Nigerians have the opinion that Nigeria was not prepared for independence as at the time we got it. Are you of this opinion?
Because we didn't fire a shot.
Okay.
Yes, many countries around the world, they had to fight to the death before they gained independence. Nigeria, I think it was just thrust on us on the platter of gold, really.
Yes.
People like Nauru, he was a very young man then. I think we have his picture.
Yes.
Who moved a motion for independence years before 1960. A very young man, but quite intelligent. Went to King's College and all of that. So, but yes, we didn't. We just engaged the British on. We engaged them frontally that we want to be free. And Nigeria, as I said, or as I expressed on that program that we had, was about the 10th country in Africa to get independence. Ghana, for instance, which is much smaller, get independent 3 years before Nigeria. Yeah. All right? But we had a lot of potentials, which we just wasted away. Because, and I think the issue is, and I guess many people will agree with me on this basis, that we do not have enough people who are primed for nationalism.
Okay.
Yes, we do not have them. We don't have the spirit of nationalism. We are still battling with the spirit of ethnicity. I'm a Yoruba man, I'm a Hausa man, I'm an Igbo man, and stuff like that. The spirit of nationalism is not there. And that is why we have driven ourselves to the brink quite a number of times. And I dare say that is not good for national development.
Exactly.
Why must we ask where this man is coming from? If the person has the right head on the right shoulders, we'll put him there. Okay?
Talking about the spirit of nationalism, could you mention some few of those leaders that actually stood out in the course of a nation building?
We always remember the First Republic, where people like Zik, for instance, Tafawa Balewa. Yeah, that's Awolowo there, where people like Awolowo. It was a kind of a triumvirate, really. But again, let's look at it. In 1966, 1967, there was Operation Wetier in the Western region, which was absolutely unnecessary. That drove this country to the precipice. So you even ask yourself, all these leaders we call nationalists, where were they? What was their mindset when some of these things were breaking down? All right? But because of sometimes the love of ethnicity, the love of self, some of these issues broke down. And that's where we found ourselves. Unfortunately, that generation is gone now, completely. Yes, I would say that they had good intentions for this country. Not from themselves alone, because right from the time of Herbert Macaulay, we've always had very good intentions from our leaders. But unfortunately, some other primordial interest took over, and that's what it is. Remember, the first coup was staged by Nzogu.
Nzogu, yes.
Yes, in January. They call it the Igbo coup. Right. Then the other one in July, which was said by not Babangida, but by Murtala Mohammed. That threw up Yakubu Gowon. Okay? They also termed out as the northern elements. Yes. The coup by the northern elements. Yes. So it was, you do your own, I'll do my own. Yes, it was like a pendulum. So, but that's not good for the spirit of nationalism. It's not good for our national interest. It's not even good for our international relations. All right. Because when Ojukwu lost out after the rebellion, he flew away to Ivory Coast, what we now call Cote d'Ivoire. And from there, a lot of things began to happen in our national or international relations with other countries. Yes.
There was this trend that I noticed, because I actually did some little analysis on the first. When, unlike the past, where you wish people happy independence, Nigerians did not want to hear happy independence Day 3 days ago.
Yes, for obvious reasons, they did not want to. They don't want to hear anything about it because I think they have been betrayed. Yes, there's also betrayal. And where is that betrayal coming from? It's coming from people who are supposed to do things properly by way of leading this country to our own El Dorado. In the country, in any case, for us, people of my generation, we used to look forward to October 1st. You know, it was. I don't know which one was even more important, October 1st or even Christmas. What? Because October 1st was, I mean, as kids in primary schools in those days, we have flaglets and buntings. We had rice, very wonderful rice, good taste. Yes, I can still feel in my memory. I can still feel the taste of the rice they cooked for us. Then we had all kinds of gifts. We had this cup. I wish I could get a picture. Plastic cup, but it was unbreakable. Okay. They would give us as little kids, and we were just happy. I remember too, we'll go to, I was born in Lagos. On October 1st, we'll go to Tafawa Balewa Square. You will see beautiful parades by the men of the armed forces. Beautiful. In fact, anytime I watched them in those days, I felt like even joining the armed forces because they were beautiful in their tunics and stuff like that. They were good-looking people who you never saw ordinarily. Yeah, they were the barracks. You never saw them, except on occasions like October 1st when they would come out. And the Prime Minister would take the salute. Of course, Zik was the Governor General. He would also take the salute, dressed in complete military uniform. Right. So we've been having this beautiful thing until recently, when the leaders will tell us, "No, we're going to have a quiet celebration." It shouldn't be quiet. I mean, for independence. And in any case, in 1963, we became a republic. In other words, between 1960 and 1963, we were under the British Crown. Yeah. Yes. But in 1963, we became a republic. We're now free from the shackles, completely free from the shackles of colonialism. So, we have things to celebrate, and people who grew up in that system at that time will always remember October 1st for what it was. A beautiful celebration, really.
Well, we would definitely always wish Nigeria well. Would I go down to the front page of the Vanguard newspapers, where we have flood looms as Kainji, Jeba, Shiroro, and Zungeru dams get set to discharge excess water.
That's a strong warning. It's a clarion call for people to do the needful. Okay? Because I don't want to remember what happened how many years ago when it was on that package we had.
Yes.
Going by those things that shaped the future of Nigeria. There was one we had, I can't remember exactly the year now, when the road to Abuja was blocked completely.
Very true.
In fact, we were skeptical of the fact that the bridge could break up completely because of the power of the flood. Yeah. Even tankers could not drive past the road at that time. They were telling us that the dam, maybe the dam in the Cameroon was open and things like that. But now about 4 dams are preparing to let go of their water, right, which could spell disaster for this country. I think we must prepare for eventualities. Yes, we usually don't in this country until it happens. There are many disasters just waiting to happen. Yes, if you watch carefully, there are so many disasters. I mean, for instance, if you don't fix the runway for an aircraft, you're going to have a crash.
Of course, yes.
And I know that there are many runways in this country with patches here and there. There are many runways that are vulnerable to cows, and things like that.
Very true.
And we don't check. There are many runways in this country. Their fences have been broken. So you have infiltrators. So we always have accidents waiting to happen.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Look at our roads, for instance. Maybe we'll talk about that later on in this program. But these are things that we can avoid. Definitely they are avoidable. And when they happen, we start running up and down, trying to fix it. We must have a quick fix mechanism for whatever. I mean, we have institutions that can really take care of all these things. But we do not prepare for emergencies. We let emergencies happen before we prepare, which is odd, very odd.
I'm looking at the timing. Why is it that 4 dams are going to discharge excess water at about the same time? Like you rightly said, could that not be a kind of plan that they should, after this dam, the next dam should do the discharge of excess water?
Yeah, but don't forget that there have been so many moments of heavy rainfall this year.
Yes.
For example.
Yeah.
And this rains empty into rivers, these water bodies.
Yes.
Because a dam cannot function effectively without water.
Yes.
Yes. Even though NEPA will tell you that, there's too much water in Kainji Dam, so that's why their system is not working. They will tell you all kinds of funny stories. But these things are avoidable. Let's go. You see, it's systematic. You release little by little.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't wait until the whole thing. I mean, it's just common sense. You don't wait until the whole place is filled up with water. I mean, there are signs that this is. I mean, if you go to Boba River Dam, for instance, you will understand what I'm saying. The water gets to a level when you realize that it's getting to a point of no return. You let go easily. It's damage control, really.
Yes.
And once you release little by little, then you reduce the effect of the major damage that's already waiting. Yes. And to think that 4 dams at the same time, Shiroro, Kainji, and the rest, it's terrible.
We're not through battling the floods. Due to the heavy rainfall.
Yes, climate change and everything. We've talked about it on this station. That surprisingly, the arid areas in the north experience more of rainfall. Yeah. Not even the coastal areas in the south. Surprisingly, I mean, in Sokoto, in Katsina, and elsewhere, up in the northeast, we've had very heavy rainfalls in those arid areas. Don't forget that Kainji is more of the north, for example. So we've been forewarned. And I hope that the authorities will be armed enough to deal with this emergency that's staring us in the face.
Talking about the authorities doing the needful, news just reaching us. As at yesterday, let us go down to the front page of the Punch newspapers. Many feared dead in Ogun tanker fire. We've always talked about tankers having these issues. measures have been taken, but it seems to get worse by the day. This just that incident took place at about 12 midnight, early hours of this morning.
No, it's a shame. It's a shame because I will adduce a lot of reasons. For the sake of repetition, yes, we'll just mention them. First of all, the state of our roads, then maintenance of those vehicles. The economy is taking its toll on the maintenance of those vehicles. There's no doubt about it. The state of mind of the drivers.
Okay.
They will tell you that it's safer to drive in the night. I don't know how they go about that. It's safer. They will tell you that, no, it's less hazardous when they drive in the afternoon. It just doesn't make sense. Then there are terrible habits. They will take all kinds of substances. There's a lot of substance abuse among all these people. They will take, what do you call it now? Kai.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the local gin.
Local gin. They will take snuff. They will take. Some of them will take.
This is a banned substance, tramadol.
Tramadol and the rest, all in one head. In one head. So their vision becomes blurred.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they are human beings. Their vision becomes, and then they will drive throughout the night. They don't sleep. Then they will pick up the pieces again. That's why tankers fall off our roads mainly. Wow. But the roads again are very bad. I mean, if it's not Inferno like this, it is tankers falling into a ditch.
Yes.
Look at what happened at Ekpoma. Was it Ekpoma the other day? The flood.
Oh,
yes, it was
exactly.
terrible. They went in with the hope that because it's a large vehicle, it could maneuver. But there was a ditch under the water.
Yes.
It fell right into it and the thing tipped over. It will have drowned there, but for the fact that two kids were just around the corner, they went to bring him out. And thank God too that the vehicle did not explode. Usually, explosions like this, please show that picture again. Explosions like this one we are going to see now, they come with fatalities.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of fatalities. Yes. Because usually there are buildings around, okay? There are buildings and there are other vehicles just going quietly on their own. And when they burst into flame, look, petrol is liquid bomb. Yes, it's gas. The Americans will call it gas.
Yes.
We just call it PMS. It is liquid bomb. Once it explodes, it explodes. Yes, and there could be a lot of fatalities. Exactly. I don't want to see pictures such as this because sometimes they are too graphic. But they happen on our roads. The roads are bad, so these things just roll over. Don't forget that the head is small compared to the weight. Yes. It's carried behind. The head is very small. The head of the tanker is very small. And usually when it goes to any kind of obstruction, it just tips over. Yes, and God save them if the thing is loaded. If it's not loaded, fine. Then there's no problem. But most time they are loaded. They're like loaded. This one now, for instance, it was loaded with fuel, with bomb. Yes.
It brings me to the state of our roads. Just I think about 2 days ago, we carried a story as regards the Benin-Sapele Road, to be precise. And commuters are actually crying out. So their lives are even endangered now. And so imagine a tanker going through that kind of...
Many have fallen on that road. Many, very many. Some of them were carried, of course, in our newscast. But you see, the solution to it remains the same. Fix the roads.
Okay.
And then tutor the drivers. That's the duty of the road safety. Create a hub and tutor them on what to be doing when they drive this very heavy vehicle. Some of them carry as much as 33,000.
Yes.
33,000 liters of fuel. Yes. Some of them are smaller, but big ones, 33,000. Some I understand may even carry up to 36,000 of liquid bomb. I keep using that term. Liquid bomb. So, and because it's gaseous in nature, it spreads very quickly. Yeah. It spreads. And our people too are, some of them out of some silly nature, they go there to scoop. When these things tip over with their products, they go there to scoop. Whereas, as I've said graphically before on this station, once you ignite here, it travels almost at the speed of electricity. It goes from here to about 1 kilometer within a short space of time. Exactly. Yeah. Because it's gaseous. Right. When you ignite it here, it goes quickly, with speed. And people don't know that. And metals, they go there to scoop with metals.
Exactly.
With a little spark, the whole thing goes, you have some terrible inferno.
I think the National Orientation Agency has done quite a lot as regards sensitization. But then, is it that the Nigerians are just uniquely stubborn?
Stubborn recalcitrant.
Recalcitrant, as the case may be.
And sometimes stupid. Yes, because many times they're warned, don't go near a burning tanker or a tanker that has just fallen. Because any moment it could ignite.
Yes.
You remember one incident, we don't have the picture, I think in Cocoa area.
Yes.
People, hundreds of people were burnt beyond recognition. Yes, usually that's what happens. Beyond recognition, mangled bodies.
Yes.
You know, they couldn't bury them as such because they have to pack them up, you know, piece one hand there, one leg there, and stuff like that. And our people don't learn. Don't go near. Is it because of poverty of the mind, poverty of the pocket? We don't pray for such disasters, but usually there are accidents that are waiting to happen. Yes, when a tanker falls and tips over, don't go near. We are using this opportunity now to tell people, because believe it or not, tankers will continue to fall off the roads.
As long as the roads remain
bad. So don't go near at all. In fact, as a motorist, don't even move too close to a tanker that's laden with fuel. Don't just give a distance in case something happens. So you have an escape route. But sometimes, I don't know really. It's some of the things we see on our roads are so unbelievable.
Yes.
So unbelievable. Some of the drivers, I've seen this with my eyes. Some of the drivers, they smoke and smoke and smoke even while they are driving. And these things are fumes. They are fumes. Gaseous substances. They smoke and smoke and any little thing will just ignite. So suppose there's a leakage.
Yes.
Down the line. Then they're in trouble.
And so that means the FRSC has quite a lot to do.
Of course, I mentioned FRSC before. They must create a hub, all right, and create enclaves. I mean, Benin, for instance, you could have a spot at Boba Hill. You have another one on Sapley Road. The hotspots. Roads leading out of the city. On New Lagos Road, have one at Oluko and all of that. And create a hub. Because you see, these vehicles ply this road on a regular basis. So when you create these hubs, for instance, the tendency is there that, yes, we are going to meet FRC people today, and we must learn one or two things. It is mandatory.
All right, just before we go, the CEO definitely has a parting shot, but then there's this question I want to throw just before we go. Expectations of Nigerians, like you are speaking their mind. What are the expectations for a better Nigeria in the year 2025 and beyond?
Three things which we often talk about. First of all, let our government fix the economy. That's one. Let them fix electricity. That's two. Let them fix our health institutions. Then, of course, let them fix the roads. When they fix these four things, Nigerians will have better lives, for instance. Nobody will want to go to Europe. Or to go and do what? When the economy is booming. See, on that program, I wish people could log on to it. There was a time in this country when people rioted because of low income.
Yes.
60 naira, they were agitating for 100 naira. Minimum wage.
Yes.
In this country, I think it was during the time of Shehu Shagari.
Yes.
Yes, I remember clearly. From 60 naira to 100 naira. And I put an exclamation mark there to say that this thing is out of this universe. What's the minimum wage now? They're talking about 70,000. Within how many years in between? During Shagari, 60 naira. And people went on the street. Yes, people went on the street. Time was when Nigeria was so beautiful that with 20 naira you could go. As I've mentioned that before on this program. When I was on level 9 those days as a young officer in Bendel, my salary was 300 naira as a level 9 officer. But I would go to Leventis on Sakumba Road with 30 naira. My two hands would be full.
Wow.
We had Campari. I love Campari a lot. I would buy Campari or buy some other beverages and things like that. Okay. My two hands would be full. I'll be looking for a trolley to come and carry this thing with 20, 30 naira in this same country. But look at what the country has become. Yes, look at what the country has become. Where people, in those days, this will even shock you, parents were sending money from here to their kids in Europe and America. Yes. I had, in my time, for instance, I had 3 admissions in universities in the United States. I said, no, I was not going. I don't want to bother myself. In those days, yes, I said, I didn't want to leave my old man alone. My father, who was relatively old, he was quite an old man. I said, if I leave this man now, the man will just pass on, because I was the only child at the time. Okay? So, 3 universities, University of Houston in Texas, and 2 others, one in Florida and I think one in Michigan. 3. So, but because Nigerian universities were good.
Yes.
University of Ibadan at the time was one of the top universities in the Commonwealth. This same university that you are looking at. University of Benin, when we were just out of Edo College, some of our seniors were already there. They will call us on Sunday, come and eat. Yes, we will go there as little kids. We will go there, we'll go and eat. They will give us meal ticket, half a chicken. We'll go to their cafeteria. We'll go and eat to our fill. Then again, for me, I'm not talking of others. I say, please, senior, I'm coming back next Sunday to come. Because we're in the life was sweet.
Yes.
Life was sweet in this same country. Yes, the crime rate was excessively low anyway, because everybody, you were able to mind your own business, right? You didn't care about who had 10 cars. And in any case, there were people. I mean, I don't think there was anybody who had 3-4 cars. No, at that time. No, what are you doing with it? Yes, because the public transportation too was good. You will take this taxi cab they call Black Maria, and it will take you to down, God knows where. They will drop you at the doorstep. Strong vehicle, Black Maria. It will take you there. How much? 5 pence, 1 shilling or something. But all those things are gone, completely gone. Today, nobody. Oh, I wish you could take the faces of people on the streets on Independence Day.
Oh, that was one thing. Yes, that was because they
agony.
Yeah, there's even one thing that I've noticed on that day. The average Nigerian has now become extremely aggressive.
Why? Because
if they see you with the camera, why are you doing this? And before you start to explain, a mob action.
Yes, they will attack you
Exactly.
because everybody is angry.
Yes.
Yes. There is hunger in the land. I mean, whether we like it or not, there is hunger in the land. Yes, a land flowing, that's supposed to flow with milk and honey. Yes, there is hunger in the land. And I pray that God will use our leaders to right the wrong. Yes, within our lifetime.
All right, and it is now time for the CEO to give us his parting shot.
Parting shot is something, I mean, we must look ahead. Let me even thank all our viewers and people who have been with us in the last 1 year of our establishment. We had 1 year celebration the other day. It was a wonderful celebration. Yeah. But by December, we're already meeting within the house. We're going to have celebration in December, close to Christmas.
Yes.
Yes, and what is that about? We're going to have good time, music, a lot of fun, but we're also going to have an awards night.
Exactly.
Yes. People who have excelled in different fields. We're going to bring them together. And to be an opportunity for our friends of Providence Television. Yes, it's quite a huge number. We're going to make them come together so they can see themselves physically. Yes. So that plan is afoot, and I hope that when we approach some of our corporate bodies, they'll be in a position to assist us. Luckily, a lot of them know us already.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so we're going to partner with them and see what they can do to lift up this vision. All right, because I believe in partnership. I believe in that a lot. Partnership in the sense that we're having something good. Please come on board to join us to celebrate. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, on this note, I want to also say thank you for staying tuned. We remain the Game Changer.